Some time ago, I saw this Twitter post that I didn't understand. It said something like, I'm going home with this girl I just met because hashtag Yolo. Sa loob-loob ko, ano yung Yolo? What does that mean? I knew it was an abbreviation of something that, young people often use on social media. So I had to look it up. And that's when I learned that YOLO means you only live once. It seems to me that YOLO is a perspective, a way of life among young people where they seem to want to squeeze every drop of pleasure and excitement from everything that happens to them every day. This view drives them to take risks, to do the unthinkable, to experience what most people would say is inadvisable or even downright dangerous. Because as they reason out, YOLO, you only live once. It's like if you miss this opportunity, it will be lost forever and you're on the losing end. YOLO recognizes that life is indeed short and should not be wasted. Time is the greatest enemy. At least they got this right. But what I get here is a perspective that Paul warned about in 1 Corinthians 15:32, where a fool said, "Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die." Young people seem to feel that as the years march on, and as everyone becomes older with every passing day, there's a sense of panic that sets in. Natatakot na baka hindi na mabili yung gustong gadget, o baka merong lugar na hindi na mapuntahan pa. Regrets set in over missing out on exciting opportunities. Gloom descends as the joy of life is eclipsed by the realization that one will never be able to check off every item in your bucket list. And the sad part is that those with this viewpoint really miss the point about life. Even as young people strive to maximize the fun and pleasure of every day, they actually lose their grasp on what is truly valuable in life. The writer of the book of Hebrews actually agrees with the statement, you only live once. But it is coming from a totally different perspective and has an absolutely different end goal. From the perspective of the writer of the book of Hebrews, because you only live once, you must seriously consider what happens after you die. And this insight should give you a better idea on how you are to live your life. A passage in the book of Hebrews goes, "And just as it is appointed for man to die once, and after that comes judgment, so Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not only to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him." A final reckoning of everything we did or did not do, or how we lived our lives and how we did not live our lives, will happen. And unfortunately, there will be no reckoning of how we maximize our pleasure while we were alive, but how we are related to the King of Kings who will sit on the judgment seat. So I urge you to have a change of mind. Instead of pursuing excitement and pleasure in your youth, because as you say, you only live once, take the longer view and live your life knowing that you will make an account of everything you do in this life. And mind you only have one shot at this because you only live once. As you realize the value of living a life in the service of Christ and to give pleasure to the Almighty God, and as you learn to make the most of every opportunity to live your life for the glory of God, because life is short, and yes, you only live once. Please keep in mind, faith matters too.